Hello everybody, this is Christy and I'm going to go ahead and walk through my presentation of the ESOL clock appointments. I had a few people ask me about them, so I thought I'd create a presentation and kind of walk you through what I do to be able to use Pandora. First, you set up the objectives for the students to read and to practice on their own. For example, I wrote one up and I just kind of made this up just to have something to show you guys. The objective is I will use prepositions of time to describe an event, and then the students will have to write 2 sentences using prepositions of time to describe the event. And then I also gave them examples of what the prepositions of time are. For example, here I have at 6 p.m. and then of course they can change the time, and then also during the morning, upon evening, and in the summer. Then I wrote here an example of how to use those prepositions of time. I wrote, I brush my teeth in the morning and in the evening, but only during the full moon. And then while the students are practicing writing down their sentences using the prepositions of time, then you go ahead and set up your screen. Hopefully you have a projector. Choose the music that you want to go ahead and have the students set up appointments for. I chose rock, rap, shuffle, and classical. Shuffle is really popular with the kids, so I thought that would be really fun. But you can also choose the number of slots that you want to have. I only chose 4 here, but you can also choose, as many as you want, every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes, whatever. You can add like rock and salsa and reggae or whatever. It's totally up to you. Once you have the type of music that you're going to use, then you have the students set up appointments with other students. So for example, here under rock, we're going to have Kiko. So let's say this is my clock appointments. I will have Kiko meet me when I hear the music rock, and then when I hear rap, I'm going to have Chavo meet me. Then when I hear when I hear shuffle, I will have Don Ramon meet me. And then once I hear classical, I will have La Chilindrina meet me. And this is what it would look like for 2 different partners. We have partner A, which is Chapulín Sanchez, and then we have partner B, Kiko Ramirez. For rock, we have Kiko. Then for rap, Chavo. Shuffle on partner A is Don Ramon. And then classical is Chilindrina. For partner B is Chapulín, which is important because if you notice, when we hear music, rock music, we're going to have Kiko meet with Chapulín. So as soon as they hear this song, the rock music go on, they will partner up and then start reading their language forms or sentences that they were practicing with each other. And then also notice that the partners will never repeat. They will only meet once with one type of music. And then I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the partners here. We have for rap, Doña Florinda, Girafales, and Botijas. And then I'm going to go ahead and minimize this screen so I can show you where I have my music set up under Pandora. I have Pandora here, and you can have multiple screens set up. Here I have rock ready, and then I also brought up YouTube because the kids really like the shuffle, and this is where it's more accessible. It's just easier to bring up the shuffle. So let's say I wanted to start with the shuffle. I will go ahead and click it. And so here, partner B, which is Kiko, knows that he's going to meet Girafales. He's going to run over to Girafales and they're going to read their sentences together. And then also make sure that your music's not too loud because then they won't be able to hear themselves. And you can change the volume here. So let's say, let's try it again. I have my shuffle going on, and then I got Girafales here meeting with Kiko. And so they're reading their sentences to each other, and they're practicing and making sure that they're focusing on fluency. And then as a teacher, I decided I'm going to go ahead and change the music now. totally up to you how long you want them to practice. They should know that as long as they hear the music, they cannot change partners, and that they need to continue practicing their sentences back and forth until the music changes. So I'm going to go ahead and do rock. So here, let's adjust the sound. Here for rock, I know that Kiko is going to meet with Chapulín, right? So these two will get together and start practicing their language forms or sentences. So by the end of this this example or this little session, all the students on the clock here should have already met with their partners. And then you can start over if you want, or you can change the partners again. You can make it as fun as you like. The kids really enjoy it. Then at the end of the class, sometimes we just have a free-for-all where I'll just change the music back and forth, and they will dance and also repeat their sentences over and over just to practice their fluency. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it works for you as it has for me.